when you come to this, are you on an instrument like piano? Are you doing it on paper? Are you doing it with software? What's your actual physical entree to composition? Bye, Michael.
Thank you for coming. All of the above. With these songs, I started with paper. I wrote down the words, and I started looking at the rhythm. Of course, started looking at the emotional content. When I write music, I sit at the piano. So there are many things I know. I try different ideas. I try different chords. I try to, find the harmonic, the sound that I really feel is appropriate for this particular context. So yes, I'm writing at the piano, but of course, this is the 21st century, so I do have software, both for music notation, but also for music writing, for experimenting with harmony. So a lot of things are done in the computer, of course, but there are times when I like to get away from computers, from the screen, and just hear the scratching of the pencil on the page. There's something tactile about it and something liberating. You know how we're all slaves to our screens and phones, and I can't stand the clutter. I just like to have a clear palette in my brain, so returning to paper always helps. But the most important piece of software is the brain. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to writing music, and not just music, poetry, I suppose, or painting, or really doing any creative activity, I think that the work needs to come from silence. It needs to come from the inner person, so that it's not the software that dictates what I'm supposed to write. It's not copying some templates, or following a certain expectation of this artificial environment. People ask about what it's like to write music and where does it come from. Well, it comes from imagination. It comes from nothing. You have a blank piece of page and you think, oh, I think this, I would like this to happen. I want the flute to go like this. And maybe you don't even have, exactly. I don't have
Just watch that, okay? It's hard, doing that for a long time.
I don't have the exact notes. I don't know what key I'm in yet. I don't really care. It's just, I just know, oh, in this first verse, I just want the flute to be happy. And I want it to just kind of like have this little walk, And then when the second verse comes in, I want the guitar to have this like shimmer, So I don't know what key it's going to be in, but I make these notes for myself, second verse, shimmer, so. And then in the third verse, I want the oboe to have those soft lines, and I want it to be really sad.
The oboe?
Like, the bassoon.
Any two reeds will do.
Double reed.
And bassoon has this beautiful, soft, this kind of like this sad, painful, like this
plaintive,
greenish, bluish, grayish, like this. Oh, there's this pain, But if she blows through the reed too hard, it's really harsh, and the sound is very pronounced.
Nothing personal.
But if the air just kind of blows through the reed, it's just like so painful. And I love it, it's like in this piano register. So these are the kind of ideas that begin the piece, and I make those notes for myself, and I like to do spreadsheets. And I know it's maybe not very romantic or,
Can you elaborate on that just a little bit? Spreadsheet?
Nothing happens in my life unless it's in a spreadsheet. So Yes, I put these songs in spreadsheets, all the text is in a spreadsheet, and I said, okay, this is first verse, this is this line, this is this line, and I want this to happen, I want this to happen. There are so many technical things to consider. One of them is, I have 13, 14 minutes of music. I can't have it sounding all the same. I need variety. I can't have it monotonous. So I have to make decisions where does the flute come in? You cannot play all the time.
Thank you.
Besides, I don't want to wear you out. There has to be a story. Even the entrances of the instruments have to tell a story. So before I even write the first note, there has to be a plan. There has to be a specific design. Is like an architecture. You want to build a 3-story house. You make decisions. I want the bedroom to be on this floor. I want to have so many bathrooms. I want to have this balcony, looking at the mountains. It's similar in music. I have to make those early decisions when I say I want this, and this is. I have to plan it in advance.